Wow, this is really exciting.
Yes, it's exciting.
I can't believe I'm actually in Legon now.
Yes.
It's been a long time since.
Yes, like taking a trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
And I feel this is so important, for us to sort of remember and to take stock of what God has done and how God sent us a man to come into our lives and change everything.
As young people.
That
came home, we're just in university.
Yes.
Some of us just entered university. Some of us were about to finish.
And that's Legon Hall. No, that's
actually a Kwafo Hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Began in Legon Hall actually.
Yes.
That's where the first service happened. The prophet came and announced to us that he's starting the church.
Exactly.
And he's going to be with us every Sunday.
Oh. Did you ever go to the Bible library?
A few times.
Alright, so this is where it actually began.
Legon Hall.
I
think we have to go in and try and see the chapel.
Exactly.
The chapel where it all began.
Yes. So many. Oh my goodness, I remember. Oh my. I have many stories to tell.
Lives have been changed, right?
Exactly.
Right.
It's amazing.
Yeah, Chief. I can't believe it. So this is the Legon Hall.
2011. No.
Yeah, 2011.
That's when it started.
Yeah. Right here.
Oh my goodness. Legon Hall.
The place hasn't changed a bit. Hasn't changed a bit. It's amazing. We are sitting right here in the Legon Hall.
Here in the Legon Hall.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. This is where First Love Church began.
Yes.
Right here. This ancient, looking so ancient.
Yeah, but it's been well kept.
Yeah, still beautiful. But Chief, do you remember the day you received the message that Prophet was coming to campus?
It wasn't a message actually. It was actually a phone call.
A phone call.
Yeah,
I think it was after a Healing Jesus campaign.
I think it was actually during
the campaign.
Yes.
Okay.
Prophet was yet to come.
Yes.
And then Mother Lulu called me and said, "And I have exciting news for you." I was like, "What exciting news?" He said, "Bishop Dag is coming to your church. To preach in Legon." I said, and I froze. You asked yourself, what is he coming to do? I was like, he's really coming to your church on Sunday to preach on Sunday. I was so confused. I was quiet. And he said she was asking me questions, what can be done and all that. But I was so excited after the call.
It was unbelievable.
Unbelievable that he's coming here to preach to us.
Yes, because usually when he came to campus, it was like maybe a crusade
or a camp.
Yes.
Usually the camp, a loose camp. Commonwealth.
I remember you putting the message up. Chief was our chief elder. You put up the message. You put up the message that we should go for outreach. That Prophet was coming the following day.
Before that,
yes,
we actually met at the prayer.
Yes, you called for an emergency. You called for an emergency meeting.
12 years ago, sometime in the fall of 2011, we received a message from Pastor Danny, now Bishop, Elder Danny, now Bishop Danny. And he said that Daddy was going to come to church on Sunday. And I remember saying to somebody that, oh my God, he's not going to come. They're going to let us hurry up and get to church. And then somebody will come and say, I bring you greetings from the presiding bishop. And so we're not coming. It's just going to be business as usual. We'll go to church, normal time, no special time. And so in the room where we got a call, we received a call from somebody who said, Bishop is on campus in flesh and blood. We're like, what? So we started running. Everybody was like running to get to the service. We got there and he was actually there. So I was like, wow, what's happening? And then he preached and it was such a huge blessing. I remember it's still very surreal, like that first Sunday. And then he said to us that he was going to stay, he was going to form the First Love Church and all of that. And it's just been a tremendous journey.
I had 2 papers that day.
Are you serious?
November.
So you were not here for the inaugural service?
I think, can you believe
That's serious.
So it was actually Blossom that actually introduced Prophet that day.
I remember the choir was sitting right there.
In white, I'm sure.
Yeah, in white, and then I think the worship stars were also there.
Yeah, and the elders.
And then the elders, yes.
Yeah.
But we didn't have the stars by then.
No, we didn't have the stars.
That was the first service.
So, and I remember when he came, he said that I'm going to give you, I'm going to tell you something at the end of the service.
Yes.
I like it when Prophet says that.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something at the end. It's something special. And he said, from now on, I'm going to be the pastor of this church.
Beautiful. That was something.
That was something.
That was something.
That was the beginning of a great revival.
Yes.
In the church.
Yes. It was a shift in the realm of the spirit. Like a new generation was about to be born. Something new was about to be birthed.
It used to amaze me a lot, especially after church, when he's meeting the first timers, and he would meet the first timers himself.
Yeah.
He would go to the back.
Yes, right here, just outside the building.
Exactly.
Here.
And you sit down and you meet with the people. And it was
Yeah.
like, yo, this man has offices everywhere.
Everywhere.
Look at him just
Everywhere.
here, meeting the first timers, meeting
as if he were one of us.
I'm telling you. It's just
unbelievable.
Beautiful.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And this hall would fill up and we would have an overflow outside there with some canopies. And Prophet would speak to us walking down this aisle. And I couldn't believe it when I was sitting right and it was like 2 meters. And that was the closest I've ever been to him. I couldn't believe it.
So I was sitting next to him, and I was, this is my favorite.
The night before, I didn't think he slept. Well, I was there with Bishop Danny and a few others, and we had to get the place ready, set up, and we still couldn't believe that Bishop was coming to our loaves. And we kept asking, so is he coming to us? Is he coming? Is he coming? And he finally came, he did, and it was amazing.
He started with the Moshe series.
Moshe series. God has laid his hands on you.
Yes, Moses' greatest mistake.
Yes.
And then we had
similarities between Moses and Jesus.
Very good.
And then prophets and spiritual men.
That was the beginning of heated messages.
Yeah, because I think the guys had backslidden by then.
And we had a lot of lady elders.
Yes.
Because my assistants were actually ladies.
Yes. Yeah. We were not elders. We were just any work boys.
Don't say that. Don't say that way. So actually, and the guys were doing
sound,
and I remember he came here.
I think Bishop Adiba was sitting right there, was operating some sound controls.
Dubon, yes, they were the sound guys, instrumentalists. Winston was playing bass, and that was something.
But prophets and spiritual men. I think sooner than later we couldn't fit here anymore.
No, we couldn't.
And we had to find a bigger venue. So that's how I think that's how Commonwealth came into the picture.
Exactly. Wow, I think we should go.
Yeah, we should.
Yes. So now we're going to Commonwealth Hall.
Yes, Commonwealth Hall.
Because we are done with Legon Hall.
We are done with Legon Hall now.
And so we used to have the second service in Commonwealth Hall.
Yes.
Because of the overflow that we used to have in Legon Hall.
Yes.
Commonwealth Hall is a boys' hall.
And the auditions for the stars happened in Commonwealth Commonwealth Chapel.
Yes.
No. Commonwealth Dining Hall.
Yes. The birth of the stars.
Yes.
The dancing stars.
The dancing stars.
I mean, these were the main
the worship stars.
The worship stars.
Worship stars. Yes, and then the singing stars.
Singing stars.
That's when you had to sing. Who told us?
That was audition song.
Who taught this?
Now I know.
That song would expose you. If you are not a star, we will know you are not a star.
Yes.
You cannot fool anyone. By the time you are through with the song, we'll know if you are a star.
We will judge.
I remember when Daddy said he was going to do auditions. Everybody was wondering, what are these auditions? And that's when we saw proper stars, like When Daddy says you're a star, you're truly a star. And everybody was rushing, all the regular people who were just stressing us with their voices, and we thought they were superstars. Charlie, they went for the audition, they all just bombed. And very few people survived, you know. And I remember just saying, oh wow.
I remember being at the audition.
Yeah, it was at Commonwealth. The audition was at Commonwealth.
Yeah.
I remember those red seats.
Yeah, red seats. Yeah, and I remember I sang The Blood.
You didn't audition. If you sang The Blood, you didn't audition. The audition song was My Redeemer Lives, and everybody sang that song.
So I don't remember why I sang The Blood, but something must have happened. So I sang The Blood, and I think it worked because after that, Daddy was like, "Oh, that guy's a star."
Wow.
And I think Atu was supposed to introduce me, and then he was like, "Oh, let's invite Ima or something." And then later Daddy was like, "Ima is too common. Don't you have another name, an interesting name or something?" Someone mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned, but someone mentioned Ames. And then and that's been the name from then. Even my bosses now call me Ames. My mom calls me Ames. Everybody calls me Ames. So
I remember queuing to audition.
Queuing?
Yes. When I say queuing, I mean that it was a line. Like we all came to start. The people who wanted to audition stood in front. So it was after service, and then we were in there was some room with an AC, Commonwealth room, like on top of and then all the people who wanted to audition came to stand in front, and then you'd go, and then they'd ask you, like, if you knew your key, they would ask you, or then they'll play the song, and you sing the first verse and then the chorus. You sing the first verse and the chorus. And I remember I was shaking like this. My one leg, just my one right leg, it wouldn't stop shaking. I sank through the shaking. And then I just remember, when it was over, I was just so happy, that I had finished singing, and I was amazed to find out that Daddy was happy with my singing and that he thought I did really, really well. Yeah, so I remember my name. I think I remember what I was even wearing. But you don't remember.
Alright, so we are right here in Commonwealth Hall. We'll start with the amphitheater. Wow.
Yes.
So this is the amphitheater.
Yes, and it actually overlooks the Commonwealth dining hall.
Exactly. No, actually, this is the conference hall.
The Commonwealth Conference Hall. Thank you so much.
We used to have the second service.
The second service.
Yes, and it's amazing how Prophet, I love him. And he thinks like a young person.
Yes.
Because we were young people.
Yes.
And we're not thinking like young people.
Yes.
So he came up with the idea that, we shouldn't wear these, elders,
whites,
code whites with black
with
We should
suits.
wear t-shirts, with the First Love logo on it. And at a point he started dyeing his hair. It was so lovely.
Yes. It was quite a happy time.
Yes.
It was quite enjoyable to be in church.
Yes. And this is where actually we used to audition.
Yeah, and he started calling us stars.
Yes.
Creating all these different groups in the church where people could exhibit their talents and all that. So when we used to come here, we'll have auditions for singing stars.
Yes, and the song. We talk about it.
Yes.
Now I know my Redeemer lives.
Yes.
Apo, did you audition?
No, I never auditioned. I never auditioned. I never auditioned. No.
What group were you in?
I was in a group called Preachers and Teachers.
Preachers and Teachers?
Yes, we had the worship stars, we had the film stars, we had the dancing stars, and the dancing stars had different groups. Wheels on wheels.
Stars, because when the star is singing,
yes,
some people
who were cheering for the stars.
Exactly.
Yes, I was in Preachers and Teachers.
I'm actually shocked that there was once a group like Preachers and Teachers.
No, we had one meeting and the group was disbanded. We were supposed to do. I think we were supposed to do follow up or something. And once we had a meeting, and Prophet asked which group is them. Said preachers and teachers. So he asked the first person, how many people do you have? Said 5. How many have you visited? Said none. No, I've not visited anybody. He asked the second person, how many people do you have? Said 10. How many have you visited? I've not visited. Said then Prophet said, no. What group is this?
That was the end of
the group.
But the other groups remain.
Yes. No, it was a beautiful time. People became real stars.
Yes.
Like the dancers really became stars.
People really became committed to the
yes,
church.
they became committed.
Like the first love became something.
Yes.
Was trending.
Yes, and there was something to do.
Exactly.
There was something to do in church. Like church was not just a place you attended and you closed and you went home. Yeah. And our day was filled. Our day was filled. I mean, we'll go for the first service in Legon Hall. We'll come here for the second service, auditions, singing, dance. Yes, it's been a very beautiful experience. I mean, we've been blessed. We've been blessed to have been here. Very nice and beautiful times in God's presence.
Audition.
Okay, so Pastor Paul, guess who has joined us? The late comer. Always late. Was late 11 years ago. It's too late. So now we are heading to the new. We call it NNB, isn't it?
Yeah, new N block.
New N block. Yes.
No, that's what the N. I don't know what it stands for.
For saying you may know. No. So we actually moved to the new N block.
This is a funny thing.
Yeah.
I heard N block stands for new block. So when the new it became new N block.
So the meaning is actually new block. What are these? So for Steve, what are your memories, fond memories of?
New N block. I think all I remember was the uniform.
Yeah.
The dress with the wings also around.
And I think we had begun to outgrow the chapel by then.
Yeah.
So we had to find a bigger venue.
And you were talking about our first 1,000.
Yes. I think we first recorded 1,000 at New N block. Yeah, I remember a service we had there, which we were about 900 and something, almost 1,000.
Yeah. And that's where Apostle Frank started looking for it.
Was it?
I do believe, yes, it was right.
I remember I was free actually. I remember he was sweating.
Yeah.
The first prayer was he really sweated.
It was clean, his face.
Because Prophet was there actually that day.
Yeah, but we had some wonderful messages at New Block too. Like how to enter your promised land. My first hour in the promised land. Beautiful messages. Prophet really.
And I believe the stars had grown there, so there were messages.
And we used to start the service quite early here at New Block. So let's go take a peek.
Alright.
Received a call from God the other day. I was just a young person. He spoke to
We
me
used to
and
have
said,
meetings with Daddy at the back of the lecture hall. Very nice meetings. I think I remember one of the meetings when my beloved was going for missions in India. We came to say bye. We were sitting right there at the back.
Who were beloved?
Nice memories.
Oh, did you have a beloved?
No.
You were what you were? We were all preachers and teachers.
We are all children in the sight of the Lord. We are all kids.
where I have to go, preach what I have to preach, have the maximum impact, yeah. I'll go where I have to go, preach what I have to preach, I will have the maximum impact, yeah. Blessed is the man whom God chooses, and he causes to approach. Shall be satisfied with the good of the house and of thy holy temple. Oh, one thing have I desired of the Lord, that one thing will I seek for, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord and behold the beauty of the Lord.
Yeah. So I think we are at Central Cafeteria now, CC in Legon.
Yes.
I think this became the home for First Love for quite
a while.
Yes.
On and off. Sometimes we come here, sometimes we move somewhere else. Yes. But we were here for a while.
Yeah, it was amazing being at CC. I think at CC the stars became very developed.
Yes.
I think Prophet gave them a name, Milky Way Stars. So they had so many wonderful ministrations. The film stars too had quite a number of
stars. I think I remember more of the film stars.
Yeah, they had some productions.
Yeah, at CC. Very nice. I remember the guy, oh God. I think he became popular here in this Central Cafeteria.
Yes.
We also had nice messages. I think CC was where Daddy preached about determinants.
I also remember boys in danger, girls in danger. Amazing messages. And many times after service here, we'll move straight to the Carnival of Stars, straight to go and win souls and witness. You know, Prophet led us in a very vibrant way. We were always active.
Yes.
You know, you came to church in the morning and you left
in the evening. Midnight.
Midnight.
We used to have meetings also right opposite the Central Cafeteria.
Yes.
With Daddy, different groups. Yes. I think one of the famous pictures of an angel appearing behind Daddy was right there opposite the Central.
Was having a counseling session.
Yes, with a
right
number
on
of
the lawn.
Yes.
On the athletic over. Yes. I quite remember I also had my beloved's counseling over there. Yeah. I remember telling Prophet that I'd seen a girl and I wanted to.
I found a girl in there.
Famous conversations happened. I remember my friends and my brothers also had their breakups.
Around that side.
Yes. So
we have a lot of nice memories of Central Cafeteria. Actually,
encountering a pastor, a shepherd.
Yes.
You know, coming into contact with that mighty anointing, someone who is there for you, who will be there weekly, who will respond to your messages, your texts, and have time to talk to you.
Yes. Actually, I just remember that one of my birthdays, I think we had closed church at Central Cafeteria, right there, standing right there. I got a phone call from Daddy wishing me happy birthday. We had closed church, and I think, I don't know where he was, but he just called me, Faustina, I heard today is your birthday, happy birthday. I was so happy. It was so nice. We really thank God for Bishop Dag. It's been a blessing. Daddy has been
every place we went was exciting, and it was just amazing being on that journey with Prophet. So we're happy that we came to Central Cafeteria as well. I don't know where we went from here. I think from here,
CC,
all over.
I think we just kept on changing from CC. Sometimes we go to NNB
because during the vacation we couldn't use CC and all
and
that.
Then yeah.
Welcome
to the carnival.
The first ever.
Carnival.
25th of March.
Carnival.
Are you ready? So actually, this is the second or the third night of the carnival. The first night was Legon Hall.
Yes.
And the second night was Pentagon. I have a story about Pentagon.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, the dean of students actually came to catch us red-handed.
Whilst we were in the middle of the carnival.
Yeah.
100% legal.
Exactly.
We were never.
I was in trouble with Madam X. And then the third night was here in Alex Kwapon. It was so successful. It was a beautiful carnival, and the stage was right there. The place has changed so much. You know, we have fond memories here in this place.
I was looking for happiness. Deep in my heart, I always felt an emptiness.
Remember the carnival is why I just need to emphasize a bit because it was really the beginning of our outreach, I'd say, to see Daddy on stage. But before Daddy came to stage, I was the MC for the carnival. Myself and Atu was correcto perfecto, and eventually Bishop Iceberg came. His name was Iceberg, so yeah. And it was so successful on campus. We have people on the balconies just listening, and so many lives were changed.
Okay, our carnivals were amazing. We had a lot of fun, and we were in groups, and every star had their group, and we used to rehearse.
Do you remember your group?
Don't do that.
So my group was Ames and the Apollos.
Yeah.
The Apollo 2000.
Yeah.
And we used to be in all black.
Yeah, with shades.
You will find rest for your soul.
He was different with sweet lovers, and we used to wear purple and have purple hair.
I remember mine.
It was
Baku and the Angels.
Yeah.
Oh, it's true.
No, Mimi and
no, me and the Midnight Girl.
Yeah, I was Angels wearing white. White.
The Angel.
Yeah. Captain Common Star. Yeah.
yes.
So Daddy was involved in all our costumes and thinking, and like each star like looked different. So Ames to be shaved, and but we had
Big colorful hair.
yeah, big colorful
With boots.
and I just had purple hair and a long coat. So I have these long sissy one.
Yeah.
I wear. It was. I feel like carnivals were such an exciting and amazing new thing that Daddy brought to the Peninsula Church.
First carnival experience. I think it was a Healing Jesus crusade. I think at Legon at the Sabbath. And that was the first time I sang Stand By Me. And I thought I killed it. Really, I really thought people were happy. I could tell people were excited. I was doing all the runs that I knew at the time. I was releasing everything. So when I finished singing, I was like, killed it. So I went to the back, and then I met Daddy. I was like, So I was like, I'll give you 10%. I was shocked because I was like, oh, I thought I really killed you. No, you changed the song. Why did you change the song? You were doing your own thing. That was my first lesson on, singing songs the right way and not changing, because that was what I was used to. On campus, we were all doing it. Every time you're giving a song to beat, you just do it your own way. But that was the first time, I learned that when you're giving a song to do, always make sure you sing it the right way by, honoring the original song first. And once you perfect it, you can,
add a few
changes, but make sure that you sing the melody of the song so that people can recognize the song. So I'll never forget that.
I feel like Daddy really emphasized on the words. Like he teach us to sing clearly and so that the words are heard. That the words that I speak unto you, they are
Spirit and life.
yes and life. So it was the words he emphasized on, like the words of the song was the most greatest. So if your singing style or the way you sang sacrifice
The words.
somebody was blessed by what you were singing.
I live for him. I am brand new. My life has changed. Oh boy.
The prophet began to lead us in many evangelistic campaigns, carnivals all over campus. I remember we had even a program on this basketball court.
Slam dunk.
Competition. And,
That's right.
And it was a sort of a decoy outreach program.
Yes,
We invited
All types of
basketball,
All the basketball teams, yes.
basketball teams to come and play, and they had the shock of their lives when we said we have an alumni of the University of Ghana present to just say a few words. And Prophet came suddenly with his bandana and he preached fully.
Nicely. They were shocked that we were preaching at a basketball.
Exactly.
Hardcore sinners
Yeah.
gave their lives to Christ.
And some people are still in the church today.
Hardcore people who never come to a church
No,
service.
if we
Exactly.
said we were having a crusade, they would not have
They would
appeared
not,
here.
no.
If you say you're having a revival, a church
they won't
service, a campus prayer
No,
marathon,
they will not
come.
get. Even the hostel authorities will not allow us to have something
Exactly.
like that.
Yeah.
So the slam dunk was the only way we could have something here,
Yeah.
and it really worked.
That's how innovative our prophet is.
So we had people standing in their balcony,
watching.
watching.
Exactly.
The prophet to compel them to
Come down.
And people came.
Yes.
People came. Yeah.
You will
You
come.
mention their name. They are waiting for you.
Yes.
And I remember we used to dress like stars.
Yes.
Oh yes. I mean, with the buckets.
And I remember we also had this hair
Yes.
thing and all that.
Yes. It was beautiful.
Curtis and the Millionaires.
Yes. You guys want
Are you a millionaire?
Yes.
By the grace. By the grace.
Let this be a holy temple. Let your presence and your goodness be found here. Let your angels ascend from this room into heaven and into your presence with our prayers, and let angels descend from heaven into this room with answers from your throne, with blessings, with healings, with solutions, with breakthroughs, with answers in the name of Jesus. Let this be a blessed room, Lord. A blessed hall, a hall of blessings, a hall with angels always standing around and ministering spirits. Blessed presence of Jehovah, the goodness of God, let it be found here all the days of our lives. Let there be many salvations, many healings, many callings, many saving of people, changing of lives, many weddings, many beloveds, many good things. Anyone who comes here, let the person be blessed. When they come, Lord, let them come again. And when they are coming, let them come with more people. Let there be no space in this room, Lord, to contain the multitude and the overflow for we shall not be few. There shall not be few, for you shall increase us mightily. Thank you, my God, creator of heaven and earth. Create more things and do more than you have already done. We give you praise and we give you thanks.
And that's a beauty. One thing I noticed throughout the life of First Love Church, that to the glory of God, through our daddy, we've just been growing. It's been a story of growth. If you look at, if we do eventually find footage of Legon Hall, and you look at Central Cafeteria, look at Legon Hall Chapel, look at New Block, look at the First Love Center, look at when we started, look at what the original design was, look at where we are today. So it's been a constant story of growth, of blessing, of God's grace, and God using our daddy and my personal person to do amazing things.
We are very grateful for the journey.
Yeah.
You know, somebody once
It's
said,
been a beautiful journey.
one of the ways to be happy is to celebrate the journey. So
Yes.
I think we are quite grateful to God that is giving us the privilege to be on this.
It's still amazing that prophets came to us.
Yes.
As that's
I
the
can't
best
believe
gift.
it.
I mean,
I remember the night that Chief Danny announced to us that tomorrow Daddy is coming to First Love. It was on Sabbath Field. We were praying, and that day we were praying so much. I don't even know why we were praying so much. He made us pray. He made us pray and pray and pray. He said, I have an announcement.
it calls for prayer.
I have an announcement that is coming to us.
We couldn't believe it. We couldn't believe it. Yeah.
And it's been an amazing journey. And I just want to say, Daddy, thank you so much. I love you so much, and you've been a blessing to millions.
Thank you for being a faithful pastor to Ashesi University.
Thank you, Daddy. Happy birthday. Thank you, Daddy. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Daddy, for being such a loving, wonderful, constant, and faithful pastor to us.
Thank you, Daddy. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Daddy. I love you so much. Happy birthday.
Daddy, thank you so much for being a great blessing in our life. Thank you for caring for us. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for being involved in our life.
Thank you very much. I honestly don't know what you've seen in us or what you saw in us, but you fathered us throughout the years.
I mean, one, thank you for your faithfulness.
Yes.
Because we can't believe it's been 12, 13 years since you've been our pastor and you are still pastoring us.
Thank you, Daddy. Happy birthday.
Daddy, I want to say thank you so much. God bless you for being an amazing pastor.
Thank you, Daddy. Happy birthday. Thank you, Daddy. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to express ourselves in so much love for God. We love you so much, Daddy.
Happy birthday, Daddy, and thank you so much.
On a personal note, I remember when I was in labor, both my labors, I called up here to tell you I was in labor, and you prayed with me. Like all the things that seem trivial, you took a real interest in us as children. And for me, it's very important because when you came to First Love Church, we were not where we were today. And I keep emphasizing on the footage to just show the journey and the fact that we were babies. We had no offering to give, like a serious offering at the time. I didn't want to mention the amount. Like a serious miraculous offering from us as students would not do anything. Even today, it still won't do anything. And so for you, it was just you finding us and trying to get us to do the right thing, be on the path of soul winning, and you just dedicated your time. And today, looking at it as a much older person, a relatively older person, I'm like, wow, you really have Jesus in your heart, that you love Jesus, your personal sacrifice, your message last week about the fact that what we're enjoying today is based on somebody's sacrifice. I'm not thinking about your sacrifice when you finished university in March of '89, and everybody was going abroad and you were going to stay in Ghana. It's not as though you knew the church would be what it is today. It was a personal decision you made to sacrifice that has paid off. And may God give us all the grace to follow His word and to support your ministry and to keep doing great things. We love you so much, and may it always be well with you. May you always get whatever you want. We love you. We are in your corner. Daddy, you are our personal person. We love you. What a shock. We thank you. What a shock. We really appreciate you. Happy birthday, Daddy. God bless you.